Hi, I'm Tomek from Neon Sprints, and this is Neon Sprints Facilitation Hacks video on Facilitator's agenda. When preparing for your design sprint or your workshop, it is absolutely crucial to have a detailed roadmap of what's going to happen step by step. For that, you need to come up with a facilitator's agenda that you're going to use yourself, and you're not going to share this with your audience. How does such an agenda look like? First thing that you're going to put on it are the actual agenda items. Secondly, for each agenda items, you need to come up with the goal that you want to achieve at this particular point in your workshop or your design sprint. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to know whether you can move on to the next step. Then clearly describe the contents of what's going to be covered in that particular agenda item. Decide upfront what media or what equipment you're going to need in order to be able to cover this point in your workshop. And finally, make sure that you clearly state how much time you want to allocate for each item on your agenda. Building up a grid like this, let's have a quick run through this in order for you to see how it works in practice. For instance, Introduction to Design Sprint. That is something that you will definitely cover in the beginning of your design sprint. What do you want to achieve with that? State it clearly here in order for you to have a mental checklist to be able to tick off and move on to the next step in your sprint. For instance, the whole team is familiar with the method and the approach that is going to be used in order to get through the week. Now that it is clear what do you want to achieve with this particular agenda item, you can focus on the contents that you want to cover with that. For instance, by listing down in bullet points the major elements you want to cover in that intro, as the background of the method, the design sprint stages, the rules that you need to follow with the entire team throughout the whole week, and the roles that are involved in a successful sprint. Think up front, how do you want to present that? For instance, using a deck of PowerPoint slides. Alternatively, maybe you want to use post-its and a whiteboard or a pinboard, which always is more dynamic than PowerPoint. And in that case, you need to make sure that you allocate the space in the room on your whiteboard or pinboard and prepare yourself a set of post-its that you want to use for that purpose. In any case, this media column can also deal as a sort of a checklist on what elements do you need to think about and what kind of equipment do you need to make sure you have in the room before your workshop. Last but not least, allocate time for this particular agenda item. Always round it up to the next 5 full minutes for yourself, rather than going with things like 7 minutes or 6 minutes or 8 minutes. At the same time, while you run your workshop or design sprint, you can always give your team, for instance, 7 minutes or 12 minutes or how many minutes you want to actually run an exercise, knowing how much actual time you have allocated for it in your facilitator's agenda. This amount of time should always have some buffer calculated in it in order to deal with any spontaneous questions that might come up or anything else that needs clarification at this particular point in time. Once you completed your facilitator's agenda, make sure that this document stays with you. This has nothing to do with lack of transparency with your team. It has something to do with staying flexible as a facilitator and being able to react to whatever happens in the room rather than having to follow through with your agenda rigidly. If you hand this out to your team, there is always at least this one person who at some point, when you realize, oh, I have a fruitful discussion, so I probably should rather stick with this and just go with the flow rather than move to the next point, that particular person in this particular moment will probably raise their hand and say, excuse me, according to the agenda that you have sent to us, we should be at the next point already, and do we have enough time for this, because I have further appointments once we're done after this workshop. If something like this happens, it completely kills the buzz in the workshop. You don't want this to happen. So, if you're sending out an agenda for everybody in the room, indicate the starting time, indicate the end time, and indicate the major agenda items that you want to cover. Leave out everything else and keep this for you as an indication in which direction you want to go at every step of the way. If you want to learn more about facilitation hacks, check out our Neon Sprints YouTube channel and subscribe if you haven't done so yet.